afternoon, Jaylon.
Good afternoon.
When you've had a stretch like you had defensively over these last two games, do you have to fight against a sense of frustration, setting in, or a loss of confidence in any way, or how do you approach it coming off of that?
It's all about growing each and every week, and we're a young team as far as only being together for such a short amount of time, and it's just our goal is to make strides each and every week, and that's what we're doing, and we're locked in on this week to get a win at home.
Mike Nolan said that he felt like some of y'all's pre-snap was a little bit better in Seattle than it had been the first 2 weeks, but the communication during the play wasn't always where it needs to be. How would you assess where your defense is at, and what steps have you taken, and where do you need to take them?
I think in defense, especially, communication is everything. When you talk about being there for your brother, we got to help each other out. Just because you do your job, there's more that you can do to help the man that's next to you. So I think that's a little bit of what Coach is alluding to. Everybody just being locked in together and making sure we communicating the right stuff, the right things.
What's the challenge of the Browns' rushing attack, especially with two dynamic backs in that field?
Physical, dominant, hard-nosed. They don't care who they're playing. They're going to run the ball, and that's their mentality. So going into this game, we know what we're up against, and we're looking forward to grinding.
Stylistically, did they change from one back to the other, or they kind of attack the same way with both guys?
I mean, they both are elite backs. They have different characteristics about themselves, but a lot of similarities. And at the end of the day, you got to be ready. You got to be ready when they're running through that hole, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take some great team defense to stop these guys.
After last year, you went through an entire season and didn't have back-to-back home games. Now you have 3 in a row coming up here. Can you talk about the significance of this stretch and kind of getting righted?
One game at a time, but looking forward to it. You got to protect your home. You got to protect your home. So we're getting 3 back-to-back opportunities at that, and it starts with the Cleveland Browns. So that's our focus, and like I said, the mentality is protecting your home.
Can 25,000 fans create a home field advantage?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. We're Dallas Cowboys, America's team, so it's always going to be electric when you're in Jerry's world.
Have you noticed a difference you played 2 games with no fans. Was it noticeable when you played at AT&T Stadium with fans there, just the noise level and the feel of the contest? Was it different?
You can feel when there's fans there for sure, but at the end of the day, when you're in between them lines, it's about competing. It's about doing your job. It's about beating the man that's across from you. So nothing changes when the ball snaps.
When you talk about communication issues, how open are those discussions in the meeting rooms between the defenders, between you guys, just talking about trying to get better? How honest are you guys with each other about just playing better and communicating better?
That's open. It's real. We all want to win. I think it's a matter of just everybody being on the same page, making sure our eyes and our keys are in the right area and where they're supposed to be. And it's a group effort between players and coaches. So we're working for sure.
Jaylon, y'all talked before the season about wanting to be less predictable as a defense. Do you think you've been able to hit that goal, or first you got to get the scheme down before you can really enjoy that benefit?
It's a tricky thing, but what I would say is you definitely got to trust the process, and our comfort level is going to increase each and every week, and that'll bring alive what you're alluding to of different reads and things of that nature.
You missed your season with the injury coming back from that. Alden has missed 4+ years, whatever it was. How, when you think of how much time he missed and then to what you missed, how amazing is, because you know what it's like to come back after missing a year to get back up to speed.
I understand. You know, all the different pain bodies that goes in through it from a mental, physical standpoint. Can't be more proud of Alden and what he's doing and how he's come back and contributing a lot to this team, to this defense. So, like a big brother to me.
In what way? How does he do that?
His energy is electric. I think just his understanding and awareness of just life, it adds and it shows when he's out there on the field playing. So just being able to learn from him any way I can it's a blessing for sure.
Jaylon, have you had the chance to spend much time with Randy Gregory since he's been back around the facility, even in meetings? And what's it been like having him back around the team?
In meetings for sure. He looks great. He looks amazing. His hair's a little longer, so I didn't talk to him about that a little bit. But it's all love. It's gonna be wonderful getting him back.